Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Smith of Smith in the Black, and we're coming into a Friday here, and we got an outside day in the SPY. And as we were on the headset during the day, it was really clear because we had this broadening formation here on the 60. We had the inside 60, and it was SPY, diamonds, Qs, small cappers, all went inside in the 60, and then everything broke to the downside. And once it did, it was a 3-1-2, which means once you're dealing with a 3 and you have that 1 to reverse it, we're looking to take this out. And if that works, we're looking to complete this and take these guys out to become the outside day, which we got. That's why we're saying, we're trading hour by hour, day by day, because if you go to the monthly, you'll see this. Still doji doing nothing, right? It's back and forth, back and forth. And I talked about that in the strat attack. And if you go to the Qs here, look at that, perfect doji on the month. So, we got some weeks left, and so what we're looking at is a lot of the day-to-day, hour by hour. So we had SMH go up, but I'll get to that in a second. Tomorrow's disaster is going to be Snap, and it's all over. It is all over but the crying for these guys. So that'll be on the gap list. A few other things, but we'll be on in the morning. SMH. And so it was good country and western day because on the opening, all the SMHers took those inside days that I talked about last night in the vid, and they this hit magnitude, but that's all it could do. So now potential rev strat back to the downside. 1, 2, boom, if they want to take these down. If Snappy spooks them, you've got like AMD here, potential rev strat to the downside. Apple here to the downside. You've got Netflix as an inside day. Now the question is, do you go 2-1-2, try and come fill the gap, or can you expand to the upside? We'll see how they handle all these other earnings and what's going on there. If we go to LMT, still holding inside day near the highs, and all the saber rattling going around there. We'll see how that goes. You got Baidu as an inside day as well for China to see if they want to finish this thing off. Baidu having all sorts of trouble, trying to get out of this choppy range, now taken into the lows. We'll see. But, anytime we come into a Friday, we also want to look at the monthlies and be like, are we doing anything? No. We want also, what's the next 2 on the weekly? So here, you're kind of in the middle on the SPY. And you can see it's been chopping them, chopping them, chopping them. What's the next 2? Right now, we're not really close to taking a 2 either way. And so we'll see, how we close it out. And QQQ here, a little worse. A little closer to being a 2 up, 2 down week. But we got to close the week out, and, earnings keep coming. So we'll play it as we see it. But when you have these doji months, I can't stress this enough, that mind the flip. Every time there's a new 60, you'll hear me say this all the time. That's like a new day to us. And here was your inside. Look at this. Perfect. Perfect. Inside 60, and they all broke simultaneous break to the downside. Absolutely gorgeous. And then come down here and work on these guys. So we'll let them open, and then we'll let them close, and then we'll get into the weeklies. And then we got a couple more weeks, and then we got the Fed. So we'll see how that goes for everybody there. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith in the Black, the Nightly Vid.